Hello everybody and welcome back to some more RimWorld. Alrighty, so a few things to make note of before we officially begin. Melee's carrying a massive bug. So, I installed a few new mods. The first of which is hang on. Aha! So, all of our bills now look real snazzy. We can also apparently see, like, what it covers, you know, how good it is. This mod, honestly, it's peak for my goblin gamer brain. I need to see stats, and I need to be reminded what things cover, because I don't know. So I thought that would be a really good mod. Another one that I have added is more types of storage. So we have a weapon storage, a medicine storage, general racks, something called a chunk pit, which is really funny. Although it takes 100 steel. I don't really get that, but whatever. And various different kinds of storage. So, I don't know. I thought more storage types would be a little bit better because it just looks nicer. Let's see. And honestly, that's it for mods. Still haven't installed the deep digging one. People are saying that it is apparently broken. So I'm just gonna wait on that for a little bit and see what happens. But another thing that I was told, and this needs to be top priority, is that apparently I haven't been giving people enough free time. And looking at it, yeah, that does sound right, yeah. So I think what I'm gonna do is from now on, I'm gonna have it to where we get 8 hours of sleep, usually, 2 hours of recreation, and then 4 hours of work. After that, you're pretty much free to do whatever you want for the rest of the day. 2 hours of guaranteed recreation before bed, and I think we'll roll with that. In a perfect world, that will help our random mood swings, because I've noticed that sometimes people will just, like, randomly be going hungry, and their mood will randomly drop. Now, I want the person who told me to work on that, I'm probably gonna say your name wrong, but Plasmazification gave me a very detailed breakdown about everything, so this one is for you. Thank you for the help. I need it. Because, let's be honest, I am still learning. That's half the reason why I still save scum as often as I do. Now, I do want to say, we're not going to be save scumming late into the future. Oh my god, that pollution has gotten so bad. We're just gonna ignore that. But we're not gonna be save scumming as much in the future. Right now, the training wheels are still on, which is honestly the bigger reason why I am reloading a lot of the times. Yeah. So we're gonna get better about it. But for now, hey, training wheels are there for a reason. I was also told by Hoon Kwang? I probably said that wrong. That I should very much look into my work priorities. I feel like, right, this is just me, I feel like our work priorities are pretty good. All things considered, I feel like they're not bad, but we do need to make it so that people don't prioritize some things as much as others. But for the most part, I only have priority 1 for, like, the really important stuff, like, you know, firefighting, patient. Sally desperately needs to get a handle on the corrupted obelisk for this reason right here. So as far as work priority, I feel like we're okay. Maybe I'll adjust it a little bit, but yeah. So thank you guys very much for the tips. I really, really appreciate it. Like I said, I'm far from perfect, and there's still a lot of work that needs to be done. Now, that being said, with our brand new storage and also our fancy schmancy new bill making thingamabob, hopefully we'll actually be able to recover a lot of lost ground. I want to make better armor. I want to deal with our self-made pollution problem. And I also want to be able to shove more tox packs into more storage until we can get rid of it. Speaking of, we're currently working on high mech tech, and after that, I still want to work on the waste pack atomizer. Issue with that, we gotta kill the next tier of, of Mechenoid for that, and based on how this one went, I'm not feeling very confident about that one, especially because Wrath is still dead for the moment. We will be getting Wrath back, but yeah. An exotic goods trader? Don't mind if I do. So what if I just buy all of them? I couldn't. Couldn't if I wanted to. Good to know. Well, here's some blood bags for you. Don't be weird with it. Honestly, you don't want a whole lot else that I want to sell, so that sucks. We could, you know what? What if, right? Hear me out. 88 smoke leaves, eh? Then we buy an advanced component. We'll buy 3 regular components. How many do we have, actually? I want to double check. We have 54 components and 6 advanced components. Okay, so we're looking pretty gosh darn good. And then I will buy 60 of your neutral mine because that's the only way to get it. A pleasure doing business with you, sir. And of course, you put it in the weird hole again. Right. Okay, well, we've gotten a couple things built. Namely, we have 2 weapon storage spots, which, by the way, I'm just going to say it right now, they're probably a bit stronger than what I should have. I'll be honest. 12 stacks of weapons it's only 12 weapons, but still, that seems very strong. Now, compared to the 6 stacks that we can have in regular, these, can't remember the name right, shelves, oh my god. We can have 8 stacks on the general racks, which, while it isn't a whole lot more, it is 2 extra stacks, so it does help with storage. They are pretty freaking good in terms of, like, shelving and stuff. Maybe a little bit too good, just saying, but either way it helps us out, and we have the materials for it. Then, over in our containment unit, 32 stacks of toxic waste packs. And we have filled up a majority of them already, which is why I'm building a ton of these on both sides of the containment unit, so that ideally we can just keep shoving our tox packs in here since we need significantly more time to deal with them and it's already full. Apparently some of the tox packs burst because I know it's a little hard to see, but there's a little bit of pollution in here. So, you know, not ideal. But what we'll do is I'm just gonna smooth all the surface. Maybe that'll help a little bit as far as like the tox pack stuff goes. I don't know. Maybe it'll help out with the cooler as well. Honestly, I couldn't tell you, but it feels like it might help. I also decided to put 2 more of these general racks over here, and they are going to have nothing but these freaking sculptures that we keep making for the cubes, because they're taking up space, and I don't want them in regular storage. So we're just going to go shove them over to the side just in case they are potentially causing some kind of psionic disturbance too. And then as far as scheduling, people have significantly more free time. Master Melee doesn't have quite as much because he doesn't need to sleep. But yeah, overall, this should help with our overall moods, especially because we don't have too much going on right now that's, like, super, super, super important. So I'm not too terribly worried about it for now. Refugee Empire likes us a little bit less. Bleh. And we also struck some silver, which kind of works out, because I was digging into this so that we could get some plasteel. But I'm not going to say no to a bunch of free silver. Now, that being said, I do want to make some more mechs and stuff. By the way, we can actually look at their stats and stuff, which is pretty nice. Pretty nice indeed. And you know what? I was also told that damage stats actually really matter. So that's wonderful, because I haven't been paying attention to that at all. So, yeah, we're gonna have to worry about that. But the fact that I can look at the stats for weapons and stuff, or armor and stuff, is gonna help me a lot. For example, even just seeing the insulation, it's already crazy. We're not going to be able to make anything cartel related for a long time because it needs depth weave, which we just can't make right now, at least not easily. So what I'm thinking of doing, I want to make better armor. The flak stuff just isn't doing it. So as soon as we finish our research for the... Well, we already did with recon armor. What is it? Oh, it's fabrication. Oh. So how good does this do? Really good against sharp, decent against blunt. It takes an advanced component per? Yikes, that is really expensive. And that's just the helmet too. Oh my god. So what does the prestige do? It just looks nicer? Yeah, seemingly. Well, we could make one set. I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make one set. And I need to figure out how to mess with the details on this. Who has the best crafting? Kim, you're up. And you're also up with the armor as well. This is gonna be expensive. You know what? Sissy, I know you're trying to sleep right now. Go ahead and come over to this guy, the exotic bulk goods trader. Okay. I want the rest of his advanced components. Issue, that's gonna leave us all but completely broke. I mean, we could sell this Persona core. I don't really know what we need it for, truthfully. We'll hold on to it. Yeah, it's probably for the best. I mean, if it's worth that much, it has to be really special, right? Plus, I think the more, if we were going to sell it, the more ideal time is when Sally is up, and ideally she has an inspiration going, because she's really good at her social. We could sell the shards. I don't think we want to do that. I'm gonna sell all of my smoke leaves. Something renewable. I think that'll be for the best. And there's nothing else I really want to give you, so there you go. Ah, there it is. Alright, so we have multiple advanced components. So actually, we bought enough advanced components to where we can now build one whole set of recon armor. I don't know who is going to get it yet, but somebody will. Wakey, wakey. Your, like, 200-day coma is finally at an end. And here she is. Hey, Sally is back on her feet. and immediately goes to start hauling. Okay, well, now here's what we gotta do with the old Salster. What does that sound? I swear, am I crazy? Was it the Dryad? I could have sworn I heard something go, hey! Huh. Okay, well, I'm, just gonna ignore that for now. And, let's see, Resurrect Light Mechenoid, bop. And then we are going to have Sally do it. There we go. Sally, go ahead and get Cleanie back up and going. Because she's been down for a little bit too long, and we need the extra sweeping hands. Alright. Oh, you need steel as well. Okay. Alright. Well, now that Sally's back up, we can finally do some legit trading. Ideally. And you're not still addicted to the cube, are you? No, you're completely good to go. All right, sweet. Good. Speaking of cube, this dude is still alive, and he's doing, like, pretty well, all things considered. Like, no complaints. We are maintaining him, right? And we are also giving him medicine at some points. He will apparently escape in 3.5 years, which I'm pretty sure he'll die before that actually happens. So, you know, there is that. We're still harvesting bioferrite from him. We're still harvesting a little bit of power from him, and we are still keeping him at bay. Crimson, unfortunately, did pass out because of the cube, so she'll be up in a few days. Laringo is also having a little bit of cube issues, so that's so wonderful. I love the cube. The good news is, just flat ignoring it almost feels like it's the play, because so far, at least, other than the extreme length of time, ignoring it has just kind of really worked out. And our 3 little buildy drones are hard at work trying to make it nice and clean inside of our polluted little area here. So I am still wanting to work on some recon armor. And then when Cipher's in a good enough mood, I kind of want to see what this ancient complex is all about. Now, the reason I say specifically Cipher is because, for one, our Strider, apparently we could just ride on its back, which is drastically going to reduce travel time, not to mention it can carry a lot. Speaking of, look at all the stuff that the Strider can do. Maintaining, rearming, hauling, working, I don't know on what, but working, transporting, and producing. It also has a base work skill of 10, but works at half speed. My god dang, the Strider is so much better than I thought. I just built the Strider so that we could get around on the global map a bit quicker, but dang. So I think that is what we're going to do. I kind of want to give Cipher the recon armor, I gotta be honest. Especially because if he has a Mechenoid army backing him up, like, Cipher is already a really important character in fights, but if we have some Giga Mechenoids and he can't die, oh my god, we should stand so much more of a chance in some of these fights. And you know what? There is one more thing that I wanted to bring up that I was told in the previous episode. I just now remembered, and it was also given to us by Ultra Shadow, and it's something called a Killbox. I don't know what the heck a Killbox is, but I mean, the name seems pretty self-explanatory. I imagine it is a box, and if enemies go into it, they get killed. So, debatably, we should make something like that. I honestly, though, I don't even know where we would. Like, so much of our zone is, like, completely in a weird spot that I don't even know that a Killbox would really work. What we could do, right, eventually, we could pick up our colony and move somewhere else. Especially because we got that quest a super long time ago. Hang on, where is it? Ah, the Arco Nexus. Here it is. So, just later on, we can give them everything here, and they'll help us move. Or rather, they'll bring 5 of our people. Okay, so technically it would still work. So I imagine what we could do is move everyone except for 5, bring as many supplies as possible, break down, well, actually, no, they have to take it with the wealth, right? Dang. I was gonna say, oh, we could just deconstruct everything and then bring it with us, but no, they would take all that. That does feel pretty bad. See, but the Arco Nexus map sounds pretty cool, so I'm almost wondering if maybe at some point in the future we should do that? I don't know. Something to think about, but either way, for the moment, we're just going to keep doing what we're doing, because honestly, it's working, and I like that. Alright, I feel like you're going to judge me for this one, but we do have another mod that I feel like should have already been the case, but I haven't named you. You know what? Diggy. So, Diggy, right? Real good at digging and everything, which is great considering we live in a huge mountainous area. However, most of our people are already good at digging. But you know what else it feels like Diggy should be able to do? Use a deep drill, of course. She is a digger, and she's got big, meaty claws! There was also a mod I found, although it's not accessible until 1.6, which I don't even think the DLC is out yet, but pretty much it makes it so that the tunneler itself acts as a deep drill and will go out of its way to just dig at areas that have been revealed by the deep scanner. So I feel like when 1.6 actually comes around, I'm going to use that instead, because that just seems fitting. It's like, oh, there's something here that I need to dig out? Well, don't mind if I do. But for now, I feel like this isn't the most OP thing. I mean, the tunneler is already, honestly, kind of expensive. So giving a little bit more utility, I don't think is too bad of a thing. The Raider Lair. Moyos based in a nearby camp have been raiding their caravans. It's controlled by the Northeast Lanlia, and it's guarded by 2 Moyos. Well, where is it? Oh, it won't appear until we see it, huh? Okay, so let's say I accept it, and I did save just so we can see where it is. Oh, that's not too bad. Okay. And we have 24 days to get that done? Okay, alright. Well, in that case, yeah, we're definitely gonna do that. But, yeah. Wrapping back around to Diggy, I don't know, I feel like this honestly should be something that the tunneler can do, especially because the deep drill is making a tunnel underground to get resources, so little confusing that it can't already, but hey, you know, what are you gonna do? That's what mods are for, I suppose. I also find it really interesting that RimWorld seems to be a game where the base game itself just has so much to do, but the modding community is just absolutely insane. In a sense, it's kind of like Minecraft in that way, where the modding community is just, like, absolutely crazy. Why are you two fighting? Kale made fun of Kim the Bro's toilet habits. This drove Kim the Bro into a rage. What? Man, I sure hate how you leave the toilet seat up. What did you say to me? Alright. Break it up, you two. Break it up. Alright, good. Melee was on the way just to bring someone to the hospital just in case, but it seems like you two stopped fighting, so that's good. What a silly thing to fight about. Something else that I'm also trying to do is, because we consider mechanoids to be a holy thing, I figured, right? So if we put enough of these down, supposedly non-cluster, non-boss mechanoids will leave us alone. They're kind of expensive though, so right now I'm not able to put as many as we need. Supposedly, it's 2 per person, which is expensive. But, for example, this is 1, this is 2, and then this is 3. So 3 of our people are covered. We still got a long ways before we have absolutely everyone else covered, including Wrath, who is just asleep for now, just asleep. So this might help a little bit, because, like, for, you know, should 2 exist per colonist, enough signal noise will soft reset ancient mechanoid programming, causing an immediate retreat. This will only work on raiding mechanoids. Clusters and boss mechanoids won't be affected, which is honestly fine, because, for example, when we summon them, you know, just is what it is. Also, I was told that apparently we need an uncovered trading beacon or something, because right here we have a ship landing beacon. So let me see, a trading beacon. What would that be under? ID? No. Biotech? Trade. Or no, the trading beacon is, yeah, trading beacon's this thing, huh? So we need one of these outside for the, can be placed indoors. You can sell goods if they're nearby. I don't think it's quite that. I don't know. Anyway, that is something to think about. Now, as for over here, we are getting Cipher, a brand new Lefty and Righty. Now, these 2 particular ones are actually, like, extremely tanky, so hopefully they're gonna be good, but they both take a bandwidth cost of 2, which, you know, Cipher isn't going to be able to hold that many, so we are in the process of making another array headset, because it'll give an extra +6. Now, Cipher at the moment, what? Oh, he's not even wearing one. Yeah, so +6 is like, that's gonna be absolutely just amazing. And then I am also trying to make this Polychoron, which is apparently just like a huge cannon mechanoid. It's actually not as tanky as the other 2, and it takes 4 bandwidth. But honestly, the biggest issue is that this high subcore, we need to capture someone and extract their brain to be able to make the subcore to make this mechanoid. So it is going to be huge for Cipher. Like, honestly, that's probably going to be one of his end game layouts. But, you know, we still got to work on that. We do also have a 3rd mechanoid chip somewhere, so if we wanted another mechromancer, we could do that technically at any point. I just don't know who's actually going to get that. Kale is tending to Kale, great. Oh, wait a minute, I know what you're doing. God dang, you cracked her leg! Kim! Let's see, Kale, I want you to tend to yourself with some herbal, because that's what we have a lot of. Okay, good stuff. Yeah! Look at that, 37%. We also found some more steel. So if we had that other mod, our Diggy would just come over here and start digging at it, which is pretty crazy. We are also beginning spring, which is great. This volcanic winter has still not ended, 32 days, so that's so good. And the Ringo is also experiencing a little bit of cube withdrawal, which is, you know, it just keeps on giving. The mysteries of life. Cipher, what's wrong? You're tired, you're in heat, you need something to smoke, you ate without a table. Well, just go to bed. You're not assigned to too much. Oh, most of the ash has settled. Yes! No more volcanic winter. And we found more steel. God dang, Crimson, you're on a roll. Ah, finally. No more ash in the air. We actually get to have a little bit more sunlight. Technology needed for your Mechanator to create and control high-tier Mechenoids has been researched. Next up is the Ultra, which I don't think we're ready for. What's this? Oh, that makes it so we don't get quite as much toxic. That does sound nice. However, god dang, we have researched a lot. Why not? We'll research this, just so we have it. Then, I think we're immediately... probably marine armor. That does sound nice. Neural supercharger sounds nice, but I don't think we really have what we need for it. Gun length, let me see. Offers no protection, but it makes it so you shoot better. Okay, there's that. I don't know, truthfully. I want this atomizer, but we need ultra mech tech for that. So I get marine armor just seems like the play then. We'll do that next. Maybe marine armor into bionic replacements. Possibly into ultra mech tech into waste pack atomizer. That seems like it might be the way to go. And this right here is why we have Sally do the trading. So, we are selling a lot of our unnecessary stuff. For example, we're selling our blood bags, which I know I've been abusing, but oh well. We're selling a bunch of our poor clothing, a bunch of our normal clothing, because we have good, excellent, you know, clothing like that, so we don't need the really poor stuff nowadays. We're basically just selling a lot of stuff that we don't need, and in return, we are buying 176 Nutrimine, 27 components, 1 advanced component, 50 steel, 25 plasteel, a book called The Fundamentals of Ultra Tier Mechenoids, which sounds pretty good. Fond Love, which is apparently a book that just gives a bunch of recreation. And yeah, all for the low, low price of 80 silver. Don't mind if I do. And look at that. Oh, absolutely beautiful. You love to see it. So, overall, pretty good. And it's time to behold. So, here's the OG Lefty and Righty. You know, they do their best. They're probably some of our weakest Mechenoids. However, they have gotten, and excuse my old man lingo, they've gotten a nice glow up, and here they are now. Lefty and Righty are far more battle ready than they've ever been before. So, overall, they should be doing pretty well for us. That being said, I think it's time that we get a caravan going. I am going to send, let's see. So, we are going to send Cipher, Crimson, and honestly, I feel like you guys can handle it. And then we're also going to send the Strider, because that's going to help us. We're going to send Lefty and Righty. They are a little bit low energy, but apparently, while you're in a caravan with mechs, they don't actually use energy, so we'll just hope that it's enough to get by. So that's 3 people to work with. Plenty of food. We're bringing along some medicine. We should be okay. So, you know what? I'm going to send a little bit more food. Yeah. All right. So, confirm. And now, let's hope that they do well. Cipher, Crimson, Lefty, and Righty. I expect greatness. And then, I also did make another Toxifier generator because we have more Mechenoids now. Our power generation has been suffering a little bit, so we're just trying to conserve as much power as possible. I don't think one more Toxifier generator is going to be that bad, although, I mean, you know, we are still filling up our little storage area a lot faster than I would like, so there is that to worry about. We got there so fast. Hello? Yeah, let me... Okay, well, wasn't expecting to get here quite as fast as we did, but here we are. So let's see, we were warned about some turrets and that there's only 2 Moyos. Oh, this seems... They're not even wearing armor. Ooh, they do have some very scary looking guns, though. Okay. How are we gonna approach this? Alright, I want everyone except for our Strider. Strider, I want you... just hang out near the top. Right now, I don't want you in any danger, so let's get you moving. And then everyone else, let's have you start trying to take up position right over here. And then Lefty and Righty, you know what? For now, just go on escort duty. That way you're following along. Okay, there we go. Okay, well, good news. They're out of power with their lamps, so they're as much in the dark as we are. Cipher, I'm going to have you come over here. Crimson, you're going to stand right here. And then Lefty and Righty, I want both of you... Righty, I want you to come behind the sandbag, and Lefty, I want you to come behind the building. Okay, here we go. We're going into position. Oh, they're running inside. Interesting. Well, in that case, Crimson, you're going to go ahead and start walking up. Lefty, because they decided to go inside... Oh, it's outside of Cipher's range. Dang. Cipher, I want you to start coming a little bit closer, mainly so that you can move Lefty. Oh. Actually, Cipher, you know what? You're good right where you are. Just stand behind that tree and get ready to shoot. Yeah, you know what? Crimson, do your thing. Actually, you know what? I want Crimson to more or less ignore this Moyo. Okay, they are doing their best. Righty, I want you to step forward. Lefty, same deal. I want you to step up. Cipher, I want you to get a better angle over on the side. Crimson, go for this Moyo as best you can. Pop a smoke pack once he starts aiming. Yup, right now. There you go. You are completely out of luck. Okay, Lefty and Righty are struggling a little bit. Okay, Cipher is trying to aim up a shot. Did get a headshot. Crimson doing very, very good. Oh, and they're fleeing. Okay, well, you know what? We won't execute them. All right, everyone. Good job. Now, Crimson, I want you to see what's inside. Now, apparently we don't actually need to, Okay, well, freaking, if you're gonna do that, then I am gonna kill you. Good. It's what you deserve. Take their food. Crimson, I do want you... White. Self-tanned, yes. Okay, go ahead and give yourself a little bit of medicine, and then we're gonna see what's inside that building. Okay, a couple helmets and stuff. Alright, world map. Let's... Oops. Let's reform Caravan. Let's start heading home. Okay, now, items. We apparently can just take some stuff. So, take Lefty. We gotta revive you. Take the weapons. Honestly, how much... We can... Actually, wait a minute. We can pretty much just take everything? There's... God dang, I just realized... 2,000? Oh my god, the Strider can hold, like, everything. Okay, right. We'll take the Mechenoid. But, I mean, honestly, like... Take as many granite and slate chunks as possible, I suppose? Let's take 50. And then let's take 25? 30. Yep, seems good to me. Alright. And while you guys are headed home, payment has arrived. And we already picked it up. Alright, sweet. Okay, so good news. The Strider is extremely powerful. You know what? There's another Mechenoid that I saw somewhere in here. Ah, this one, I think. So pretty much, listen to this. At random, the assembler will produce steel, gold, uranium, plasteel, silver, go juice, flake, yayo chocolate, synthread cloth, jade, double strand cloth, buffalo wool, heavy leather, explosive shells, industrial medicine, neutroamine, chem fuel, or components every 24 hours. Just at random. 10 of one of them. Extremely expensive to make, but hear me out. What if... and this is really dumb, I know, but what if, right, hear me out, with our third mech link, we just have somebody who has nothing but pristine assemblers. Like, I know that it's cheesy because it's literally just like mass production for free, but hear me out. Does that not sound freaking amazing? Just like, ah, yes. Because, what is it? It's 6 base, I think? So you can have 3 of these things, which means every 24 hours, you are getting 30 of just free supplies. That seems pretty good. Honestly, I might want to do that. We'll see. I am also, at some point, wanting to build the Diabolus, because we saw that that thing was very, very powerful. Issue, it takes a high subcore and 2 signal chips, so, you know, real expensive. And then there's also these centipedes, which seem really interesting. They're kind of more like a range thing, but still, like, they're fairly tanky. 72% against sharp. Here's a question. What the heck does gunfire count as? Is gunfire sharp or blunt? I don't know. Also, they cost 4 juice, which is expensive. Yeah, just something to think about. Okay, so I gave another little look back at the comments for the previous one, and for what Ultra Shadow has informed me that clicking this little hammer at the bottom right toggles the automatic rebuild of things that are destroyed. For example, when our walls were blown up a little bit ago, it would have just automatically put the blueprint back down to put them back. So that's good to know. So I went ahead and toggled that. And also, to view our wealth, we have to look at the history tab. Oh my god. Well, I'll tell you what, we're wealthy. Yeah, we are wealthy. Apparently, most of our wealth is from buildings. As far as our stats, wow, that's some playtime. 1 day, 14 hours. Yeah, we've been on this save for a little bit now. Apparently, we've had 23 enemy raids. It's pretty cool. So, we're at about 20k wealth at the moment, right? And for that quest, for this one, we need 35k wealth. So, what I'm kind of thinking is, what if we sort of climb our way up to, let's say, maybe 40k? And then once we're at 40k, we start moving some of the basic things onto the world map, because we are allowed to have 2 bases. So we move all but 5 of our people, and we go settle somewhere else. I don't know where we would settle. Honestly, maybe over here by the water? That might be good. Like the Boro Forest. Maybe the Temperate Forest if we're willing to go that far. I don't know. Because they would resettle us too, and honestly, there's so much of the map that we could possibly go. Maybe we should go a little bit further, like... We do have some friends that are somewhat nearby. Well, I guess not them, but... Yeah, maybe that would be worthwhile. Just, like, kind of moving down here a little bit. But either way, I would definitely want to move a little bit inland, maybe? Let's see, these guys are hostile, hostile, hostile... Great. Okay, well, everyone is hostile. Everyone hates us. Oh my god. Maybe we would move over this way, right? It is more tundra, but at this point, we've already been dealing with the tundra basically forever. Apparently, this is just like pure ice, which is kind of funny. And then there's like itty-bitty tundra over here. So I don't know where we would move, truthfully. There's enemies just all over the place. Ideally, we move somewhere where there's some actual friends. Depending on how hard it is, I'd almost be down to just move, like, over in this area, maybe. If we could somehow get ourselves onto this tundra where basically nobody can be a threat to us, that would be perfect. That's probably the thing that I would want to do the most. But that's also not realistic, so unfortunately we're not going to be able to do that. But either way, that's sort of my plan, because I do want to do the Arco Nexus. It seems interesting, and since our colony is, we're all dedicated robophiles based on the amount of mechenoids that are everywhere, and the fact that our ideology is, that we really respect, or whatever, mechenoids, it seems like a pretty good idea to me. Ideally, I mean, you know what? We should probably just start mass digging, right? Like, at this point, we are getting somewhat close to the 35k mark, and there's so much more expansion that we could do. However, we do know that there's some kind of cave system over here as well, and eventually I'd like to actually be able to take these guys out too, but, and then we will try not to abuse the training wheels anymore. Because I do want to get to the point in RimWorld where we can play without reloading every every time, like, a group wipe happens. And don't get me wrong, it's probably still gonna happen, but, you know, it'd be nice to be able to say, like, hey, I can take out the War Queen without needing to reload, you know? Well, when I said that there was a big open area, that's not quite what I had in mind. This is a colossal area. Okay. Well, I was gonna expand our containment zone, but it seems like I'm gonna have a much easier time doing that than I thought. Kale, are you just getting into fights with everyone? What is going on? I mean, you absolutely beat the crap out of Loringo. Like, oh my god, you beat him down. But, you're not exactly doing perfectly yourself, either. Why are you going out and getting this? We have so much medicine at home. Very weird. Why are you going out? I don't understand that. This guy wants some kind of roadblock or something. We could send Sissy again, see how that goes, but probably not. Okay. Well, once everyone is all patched up, that'll be great. That being said, I didn't realize that it was getting as hot as it is, so we are just gonna turn off all of our furnaces, or all of our heaters for the moment, because it is getting toasty, which almost never happens. So, nice change of pace there. I also think we might want to make this a little bit colder, but this is still cold enough, right? -1? You know what? That's actually not as cold. Yeah, why not? Bump that bad boy up to -50. And then -30 for this room. There we go. That ought to help out. So, my current plan, first of all, mining out all these goodies because, oh, look at all that steel. And we also have uranium here, and we have silver over here. So, this little open spot, mwah, beautiful. I also decided to open up this little area because what I'm thinking is I want to make this one huge prison system, either for containment things or for actual prisoners, and I want them to actually have some room to move around. That way they're a little bit happier whenever we do have them. Something else that I was thinking is maybe building like a specialized room right here for whenever we have visitors who have like really, really high expectations. Maybe we can house them over here and just, you know, they can do their own thing and be happy. And then I was also going to move our room, our church, I guess that's the best way to say it, our church. I was going to move that right over here and just take up this entire zone. And I feel like that'll be a good idea, because a super huge church, I feel like, is what our people kind of want. So I'm gonna work on that as soon as we can. Once everyone is done doing all their digging and stuff, I feel like we're gonna get that going. Loringo is back up, but absolutely not. You get back in bed. You are still low health. Sally, where are you at? You're sleeping? Go tend to Loringo, because Kale is not going to do it. Kale did that damage. She is not going to fix it. Summer has begun. Okay, cool. We are rebuilding Lefty at the moment. So, yeah, overall, it's hard to say that we're doing bad, because we're really not. But I absolutely want to get more bioferrite going, because I would like to, if we can, I want to get some ghouls. And then I also think this skip abduction thing sounds just really OP, and honestly, I should have been using it earlier. It has a cooldown of 10 days, but we just, like, teleport someone to us, they're in a coma, and we can immediately put them into the prison. Worst case, they're unwaveringly loyal and we have to do something else with them. Maybe we can turn them into a ghoul. Best case, we just convert them onto our side and we get more viewer characters up and going faster. Again, ideal scenario. That's not to say that it's actually going to happen, but, you know, in a perfect world. And then how's our recon armor doing? Okay, it still has a little bit of work to go. We do have a helmet. Yeah. So, it'll get done when it's done. We're also making some regular medicine because we have so much herbal medicine, and because we're buying a fair amount of the Neutromine. that I feel like we can sort of get away with making some regular medicine and trying to make the best out of that. That does mean that we're not making as many joints as we could, but we can live without those for a little bit. Revenant? Where the heck did it even come from? Dark psychic invisibility. Uh-huh. Right. So, I don't know how powerful this thing is, but let's get the squad up and going. Oh, and he just ignores doors. Oh, epic. Wait, is that the only way to tell that he's there? Is because of these little, like, smear things? You better stay away from him. Loringo has been hypnotized. Well, good thing you decided to go for the only person who was, like, in a coma. Is he still just standing there? Okay, that seems a bit unfair. Oh, I see. That's to let us do it. Okay. Right. So, you know what? We do have a proximity detector. I'm gonna put some down. Let's see. Anomaly. Yeah, let's do a proximity detector right here. And then one right here. And then one right over here. Alright, buddy. You think you're so clever. Well, let's see how clever you are once we know exactly where you are. Ha ha! Invisible creature detected. Okay, so in that case... Oh, good thing we had a lot of bioferrite saved up. Now, where is he? It's just somewhere in this range, huh? Or not. Okay, so how... Detects presence. So I don't get it. How do we reveal him? Because we know where he is, and Loringo's gonna wake up in 5 days, but still. Killing a Revenant. Oh, it can be revealed. Oh, really? Oh my god. What a... Okay, hang on. He's not there. Oh my god. We have to do this around the whole zone to reveal him? Are you serious? Oh boy. This is gonna be great. Oh my lord. What is that? Well, no, wait a minute. We saw him last up here, right? So let's... Yeah, let's fire, like, right over here. Oh my god, this is... Oh, this is so... Now, I imagine this is where disruptor flares would be really, really useful. But I don't even know if we can make that. Hang on. No. Well... Hang on. Nope. Or is it... No, we can't make it there. I mean, I don't really want to set fire to everything, but honestly, you're kind of leaving me with no choice here. Oh my god, he was inside the whole time. You know what? Crimson, Anna, you are both close enough. Kill this man! Also, uninstall this thing. Okay, Anna, you're gonna... Getting a little too close. Oh, I see. He goes after people that are asleep. Come on, Anna, get in there. Shoot him. Why is he so fast? Are you for real? You know what? Sissy? Very quickly try and run over there. Cipher, help Lefty for now. Look at how fast he is! What is that? Bro! We got, what did we get? One whole hit on him? We know where he is, though. We know where he is. You know what? Hang on a minute. We know right where he is. Oh, whoops. Sorry. Okay. Sissy? Reveal him. We know he's, like, right here. Ideally, don't shoot Crimson. We know he's right here. This is where the scratches were. Right here. Unless there's more that I'm not seeing, but I don't think there is. So he is, like, right here. I don't get it. Where could he be? We saw where the scratches were. He should be, like, literally right here. Don't shoot Crimson. Okay, well, you got a little close, but still. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. So not only is he the fastest thing on the goddamn planet, but we literally can't stop him. Okay, great. Well, everyone go do your thing since we can't do anything about him. Because every time... Actually. Every time he attacks, someone is asleep. What? The Revenant is dead. Those who hypnotize will recover. Huh? Wait a minute. Wow. So... By the way, how was I supposed to know he went all the way over here? What? Also, this is capturable, huh? But it'll reform into... You know what? Forget that. You can forget that. Where is Crimson? Crimson, go smash that goddamn thing. Like, yeah, we could capture it and get some extractions and stuff for it, but based on how annoying that thing has the potential to be, absolutely not. Bye-bye. I care not for how much research or bioferrite you could give. You are nothing but an issue. Luckily, that was a pretty rude awakening for the fact that we need proximity detectors, which I now have. We have multiple proximity detectors, and all of our bioferrite stockpile is now gone. But all three of our entrances are good to go. We have one right here defending the middle of the base. We have one right here defending this door if need be. And we have one right here defending this door if need be. So if there's ever another one, we will know. As for revealing it, apparently we won't be able to. Well, at least we killed it. That's the important thing. Well, we didn't kill it. The passersby did, but still. So, I am trying to create a new and bigger church. Mainly because, I don't know, it's out of the way, and also it'll look bigger and nicer, so hopefully everyone's a little bit happier about it. But it also means that we have a lot less just, like, completely filling up the, our yard, which will be pretty nice to get rid of. So I'm gonna remove all of this, roof area, and then we're gonna tear down this building, and it'll finally be out of the way. Now, for the moment, everyone's a bit unhappy because our sculpture is, like, apparently being desecrated or whatever, but meh. So we're just gonna rip apart this church, and eventually we're gonna make a much bigger and nicer one. Bethany is obsessed with the cube. Great. Epic. Just what I've always wanted. Okay, so let's go ahead and deconstruct all of this. Let's remove all the flooring. There we go. All right. Now, as far as the wires, we no longer need it to really connect. So what I'm gonna do is boop. And then where else does it connect? All the way over here, huh? So bop, 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 bop. There. Look at that. Look at how many resources we're gonna get back, and look at that nice open space that we can just do whatever with now. For example, put some more windmills down. That'd be a good idea. So that does help us out quite a bit. I have also made this colossal prisoner area because I feel like it's just gonna be pretty good. Also, what's the difference between a slave and a prisoner? I mean, technically, if you really want to semantics, there is not a huge difference, I think, question mark. But, still. We're going to move that cube just so it's out of the way. And what I'm also going to do is we are going to put down a holding platform. We're going to put down another shard imbibiniminiber. And then we are going to build a thing where you can't react. A thing that sucks up power. And then a thing that absorbs. Does this have to go a specific way? I don't know. We'll find out. But yeah, so we're going to set up a second containment unit. Ideally, this is going to make it to where if we can capture something else, we're going to be able to make good use out of it. And we're going to be getting double the bioferrite, which is going to be very, very nice. You could argue that I should have taken the Revenant hostage, but no. I do not want something that has the ability to completely vanish and also moves like the Flash to be in our base. I don't care if it's contained or not. Absolutely not. That seems way too problematic. So I think it's better that we just completely say no to the idea of that. Now, I don't know if this containment unit is honestly going to be all that strong. But what matters is we get it built so that if we get like another Chimera or something, we're able to contain it, and that should be pretty good. I did also move our deep drill around just a little bit, so we're getting some more of our goodies. This one is still good to go, and this one honestly hasn't seen much use at all. I'm not really sure why, but it hasn't. But yeah, all things considered, still hanging in there, still learning the hard way. Is that an opening? Oh, no. Is there another hole? I should probably explore that, huh? Dang it. I wish I would have noticed it before I set up my entire prison here, but, you know, too little too late, I suppose. Okay, how do we want to do this? You know what? Here's what we'll do. Here's what we'll do, genuinely. Let's go bop bop. Bop bop. That way, we don't actually open up our prison, and we can potentially block this off if it's something like super, super terrible. I think that'll be the play. Here comes Diggy. Now, is it... Okay. Not exactly what I expected, but it was a hole. You know, actually. Huh. That kind of works out in a really unusual way, because now we can actually expand our prison a lot easier. Huh. You know, that worked out for the best. Oddly enough. Well, looks like us playing around with things we do not understand has brought, you know, a couple angry people. What the heck are you wearing? I don't know what that is, but you got like a wiggly. Alright, so they're trying to What? Wait a minute, they all have this. Nightmare Deep. What the heck is Nightmare Deep? Oh, Inhuman. Huh. Interesting. So they're all like distorted peeps, basically. Oh my. They're beginning the psychic ritual, draw flesh beasts. Oh, so you guys are just trying to cause a bit more of a ruckus than just kidnapping, huh? Oh, you guys appear to be a little bit grouped up there. Okay, well, I'll tell you what, this is a bit of an issue. Cipher, how close are you? You still got a little ways to go. Let's see, Loringo is on the way. We're gonna have you hang out right here. Melee at the moment is in a bit of a bad spot. Okay, you know what? We're gonna have Melee back up. Actually, he handled that basically without issues. Okay, Loringo, you just shoot at him. Do what you gotta do. Wait, they're going after Cleanie? What? Man, you guys have no sense of priority, do you? Okay, now they're actually coming for us. All right. Okay, you come here. You come here. Bethany, where are you? Oh, you're in the middle of things. Okay. Anna, you're on the way. Cipher's on the way. Lefty and Righty are converging as well. Okay. Loringo, I want you out here. Oh my god, Bethany just got mobbed. Okay, Kale is one of the furthest away that we could ask for, so unfortunately we're not going to have her to go rescue. Cipher, you go rescue Bethany. Melee, you come after this one. Crimson, go after this one. Okay, this is a super, super messy fight. Alright, Lefty and Righty are in the fight, so I'm going to have both of you take cover behind this barrier. Okay, we do still need to worry about this ritual that's going on, but if we can just get everyone into bed, we should be okay. Melee's about to be better. Crimson, you go after this one. Melee, you come after this one. Okay, good stuff. Anna is coming after you. Let's see. Crimson. Let's have you go into bed. Melee, I want you to go help. Actually, you're not done killing this guy, are you? Okay. Let's have you go attack this guy. Okay. Bethany's now in bed. Cipher, go rescue Laringo. Kale, I want you to immediately start coming over here to start helping people out. Okay, Anna's doing her best. I don't know why that guy's just standing there, but he is. 3 hits, good lord. Okay. Good stuff. Melee, capture this person, would you? We have someone that we need to revive. Okay. A bit messy, but we did handle it. Now, can we keep everyone else alive? Cipher, thank you. Okay, we should be in business. Although, Melee is injured. He does have extreme regen, though, so I'm fairly sure he's going to be okay. Yeah, he should be alright. Then everyone else is in bed. Good stuff. Sally, if you could come strip these guys, because I want their loot, and then we'll just shove them all into the trees. Sounds like a good idea to me. Okay, Laringo's up and moving around. Bethany and Crimson still need a little bit of help, but that's okay. Bethany is not having a good time. Bethany... Cube withdrawal. Ugh. Okay, you know what? Go bed. You stay in bed. Relax. Okay, now let's go ahead and allow... Roink. Okay, let's not allow this because this is Laringo's gun. Okay, allow this, allow this, allow that. Yeah, look at that. That is Loot City. And I think this guy died. Yep. Dang it. Dang it. So close. So close, yet so far. So it says 3 days worth of food, but the travel time is only 1.1 days. So there and back is 2.2? Yeah, that seems fine to me. So, we have another request for a bit more help. It's another bandit camp, and it only has 2 enemies again. So, I think we're gonna do it. It shouldn't be... shouldn't be too hard. And then, hopefully by the time Cipher, Crimson, and Anna are all back, we have finished our research to figure out how to just abduct people at will, which sounds bad out of context, but still. And then as far as our holy church room thingy, it's coming along. Honestly, it looks pretty good. We still have a little bit more flooring to work with, and then we will be completely good to go, and people will no longer be upset because it is being looked bad at or whatever. Bethany is also having a moment. So... Oh my, I thought it said that they arrived already. I was like, hello? But all things considered, with our bills, we haven't made a whole lot of progress on the recon armor, primarily because Kim is being a little bit stretched thin. we did finish all of our clothing, so now we have a spare set of clothes whenever we need them. And of course, Kim is still working on the Gargulian trees every so often. And I decided to change the second one to be a set of berry-making dryads. Because honestly, we have so much medicine at this point, I don't think we're realistically going to run out. So a little bit more food production never hurts, at least I don't think so. And then we still have 2 wood-making dryads because it's wood. And we don't really get a whole lot of opportunities to get wood around here, at least not usually. Also, Bethany finished her sculpture. Where is it? There it is. Let's uninstall it. By the way, just to put it in perspective, we have 16 of these freaking sculptures now, so that's great. 16 of them that we can't get rid of. Oh, I love it so much. To be fair, they're not a huge deal. It's not like they're really getting in the way, and I actually don't think they actually take any materials to be made. So, again? You just finished! Oh. Regardless, we're still doing pretty okay. I am every so often letting the people who have barely any interest in the cube work on the cube just a little bit because, you know, it does give us a fair amount of advanced study, which is nice, you know, I can't deny it. It is nice. Also, Bethany, where did you put that sculpture? I don't actually see it. Where did you put it? This one was already here. I have no clue where Bethany made that most recent sculpture. It's not this one. Huh. Bethany! Good lord! Wait a minute, how bad is it? You're fascinated by it, so you're at 60%. Alright. You're borderline as bad as Sally was. Oh, that means Bethany is, because we're going to let her faint, she's gonna be in a coma for like freaking 30 days again. Oh, this cube is so stupid. I hate this cube. Meanwhile, I'm sure there's gonna be some people who are like, the cube actually isn't that bad once you learn how to manage it. Well, you know what? I don't know how to manage it, so nah. That being said, we're just gonna shove all the cubes into the storage and keep it away from everyone else. As much as possible, at least, because I know it's impossible to have it fully go away. Oh, hey, they arrived. Dude, that's so fast. The Strider is amazing. So, how are we doing? We know that there's 2 Moyos. We see one. The other one's probably inside. Morbid limestone tile. Okay. That's pretty cool. Alright, everyone. Let's figure this out. Let's have our Strider. You just stay right here and stay nice and safe. Then, let's have both of you draft up, but we'll do an escort job. Cipher, I want you right here. And then Crimson, I want you to run up. And Anna, I want you to run up as well. Oh. Hang on. Alright, go ahead and follow Cipher. Now that he's close enough, here's what we're gonna do. Righty, you take cover right here. Lefty, you take cover right here. And then we're gonna go for a bit of a pincer attack. Now, these ones, we're not gonna be so merciful to. We are going to be killing these ones. Okay, Crimson, good job. Go ahead and start beating on that door. Anna, you do the same. Oh, wait, oh. We already took them out. It's already done. We already got them. Wow, okay, that was ridiculously fast. Huh. Not even planting in fertile soil. Ugh, disgusting. There we go. Alright. Hey, all things considered, I will just take everything that they have here. So, I'm going to open these cages. I don't know if that actually makes a difference, but I would like to open them first. And then we will bring everything along. So, Crimson, you open that. Let's see, Cipher, you come over and open this. And then once they're all open, we are going to pack up and get a moving. Alright. Now, we do World. Actually, reform Caravan. Boosh. Boosh. Now, for the items. I will take all of your steel, all of your jade, your mechenoid chunk. I want the marble. We can't take all the marble. Never mind. Okay, in that case, we actually have to think this through a little bit more than last time. I want all your silver, all your gold. The urge to immediately start singing the song that has to do with silver and gold. Oh, but I won't. I won't. Not yet. How many, god dang, marble weighs a ton. I'm just gonna take as much as I can. Yeah. Ooh, we don't have enough food. Okay, well that does make things a little bit more challenging. Okay, then let's... How's that? Dang, that slows us down a lot. Okay, fine. We'll... How about 50? That's cutting it close. Alright. Well, I guess that's as good as we're gonna get. Alright, go ahead and head home. You know, I gotta tell you, the Strider makes traveling on the map so much better. I imagine it's the same as like the Muffalo or like a horse or a mule or something, but god dang, it just, the fact that it's rideable and it can carry so much just makes it so efficient getting around the map. I'm special thanks to Puppet for convincing me to make a mechanoid capable of doing that. Puppet, that's all you. But just, good lord, I didn't think it was gonna make that much of a difference. Bethany? I get it, the cube is cool, but you gotta calm down. Look at her. Happy as can be, happy as a lark. What does that even mean? But I've heard that phrase so many times. I don't even know what a lark is. Is it like a fish? Either way, look at her. Just completely no thoughts. Well, one thought, and it's cube. And second thought, gold. Look at you. You just love that thing. Well, you won't when you go into a coma, but that's besides the point. Golden Cube study complete. That's new. Anna's investigation of the Golden Cube has revealed that it can be deactivated using an Arco Tech shard. Doing so will destroy the cube, breaking its psychic hold over your colonists. However, the psychic whiplash from the cube's destruction will send any cube-interested people into a berserk rage. Those in caravans will abandon your colony entirely. Whoa. Interesting. So, hear me out. We wait until Bethany goes into a coma. Now, I know that sounds bad, but we wait until she goes into a coma. I think this is a bug. I don't think Anna's supposed to have that. You know what? That could be partially why Anna has been so buggy, because originally she was a snake person that we converted. So that would actually explain a couple things as to why she's so, like, been so buggy. Granted, she works fine now, but, you know, that's what cheating in viewer characters will do, I suppose. We are also digging up the uranium, but, right, hear me out. When Bethany goes into her coma, we deactivate the cube, and we say adios to it forever. Because right now, let me see. Bethany has the... Yeah, god dang it, you're obsessed with it. Yeah, okay. So it is only Anna and Bethany. So when Bethany goes into her coma, I say we deactivate it, because she can't go into a rage if she's not conscious. Anna, however, will. So, you know, there is that. We do have to worry about Anna going on a murderous rampage, but ideally we can deal with that without killing her. At least I hope. I really hope. I would prefer not to kill Anna if we can get away with it. And the fact that we now have 318 uranium means that over here, we can finally make our recon armor, which I didn't realize needed uranium. I thought it needed steel. But hey, what are you gonna do? It is pretty good armor, and we are going to be all the happier for it. But dang it, if that doesn't suck. So let's see, we have at least 2 shards. I don't know if we have much more than... Oh, wait. We have 3 right here. So we have 5 shards. Okay, we can definitely spend 1. We absolutely can get away with spending the 1. Okay, when Bethany gets a little bit higher on her need... Oh, okay, well, she's hiding in a room. Cube withdrawal. Why? This isn't your room. So, wait a minute. Are you still... Oh no, oh my god! She was playing with it, so it reset her counter. No! Oh, that sucks so bad. That sucks so bad. That would have been perfectly timed. Okay, well... Oh no, Crafty is stuck. Alright, well here's what we're gonna do, because I want to expand our room here. So, let's go ahead and bop, 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 bop. There we go. So, Crafty is going to be released, and we are going to expand our storage area for all of our clothes and weapons. Because apparently we don't have enough storage space yet, so we need even more. That does also mean that we have to extend our carpet, but I'm not going to do that until we finished our holy room, because it's taking ages. So as soon as they finish those, let's go pop. And then pop. Perfect, perfect. Okay. Now, I want to mess around with this. Hang on. Storage. Triple. Yeah. So we go triple. And then, I forget exactly how this, so we go bop, and we can't fit any more weapons, so whatever, good enough. Let's see, and then we'll put a general rack, and... general rack. Yeah, yeah. Then we'll copy, paste, copy, paste. Actually, we'll do this again. Boom. If this isn't enough clothing storage and weapon storage, then I don't know what is, because this is a massive... Massive expansion. What is this? Oh. A nearby settlement has a special trade request. They would like to purchase 7 heavy bandoliers. Huh. Can we make that? Wait a minute. That is a... well, please, allow us to check. So, heavy. No, it's not that. Okay, how about over here? Let's do heavy. Aha! What do we need to make this? And they want 7 of these? I mean, we could probably manage that, right? Where are they? Oh, they're pretty far, though. The journey there and back is actually... Hang on. So, just... Oh, man. 7 days. Oh, yikes. That's, So, hang on. Wait. Just to really make sure, right? Let's do Cipher, Sally, and then the Strider. Travel route time, 2.8 days. Oh, my... You know what? Let's see what we can do. How many did they want? They wanted 7? Of normal plus quality. We'll see what we can do, and... Okay, and then let's do that 7 times. Let's make sure that it is only cloth. Do we have enough wool? No. How about leather? No, just only make it with cloth. And Kim, you're up. You have 10. So I mean, I'm feeling pretty confident. So we have 4 days to accept it. And then yeah. I really want that second psychic emanator. That seems so good. Okay. Kim? Fabric or leather? Wait a minute. We can't make it out of cloth. That's disappointing. Well, looks like we're not making that trade. You hear that sound? That's a sound of digging too deep and too greedily. Well, everyone is very quickly running to be in position. Diggy! Diggy, go ahead and run. Run! Come on, baby. Bethany, where is your weapon? When did Bethany lose her spear? Okay, well, Diggy is currently being an absolute Giga Chad, just taking all this damage. Still not great, but still. How about Lefty and Righty? Okay, you're both doing okay. Let's have both of you arm up. Let's have Lefty and Righty do here. Come on, Diggy. Come on, Diggy. Yeah! Diggy is in safety. Nice. Okay, well, good thing Diggy is so insanely tanky because she just sat there and took it. What is your health at? I gotta know. Okay, you've taken some serious damage, but I mean, all things considered, she really just could care less. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and have you two go back to work. All right. The fact that it was only 2 wasn't that bad. Whenever they show up in the storeroom, That's debatably one of the worst spots for them to show up because it's so close quarters. I don't really know how we would fix that. Yeah. Unfortunately, I really just don't know how we would fix that. Also, obelisk study progress. Investigation of the obelisk has revealed some information. It is an arco-technological device that seems to interact with organic creatures at a distance. It is probably a piece of a much larger archotech structure that was destroyed or broken apart long ago. Oh, excuse me. Whoa, that hiccup came out of nowhere. The machinery at its core is inhumanly complex and frighteningly powerful. Its purpose and method of action remain totally mysterious. If not suppressed, its activity level will increase. You can't tell what happens when the device fully activates. I mean, well, we already know that it creates clones of us. I think we've had 3 clones from it already. An evil one who became brain dead, and one who was causing both itself and the original to become sick. So if nothing else, we already know 3 things that it does. I honestly, I would imagine if it becomes fully powered, it probably makes a clone of, like, everybody in your colony, and they're probably all evil. If I had to guess, that's my safe bet, honestly. Oh no, Laringo! Laringo told Crimson that it would be best to see other people. Oof. You know what? Laringo, is probably for the best. Gotta be honest, buddy. It's probably for the best. Look, I know that, you know, Crimson, she's got the looks, but trust me, she's evil. I mean, just look at her bio. She's literally a serial murderer. Sissy, do what must be done. Deactivate this devilish cube once and for all. Wait, did Bethany and Anna both just get up? Okay, so Kim is the only one in a murderous rage. So we are going to send Sally and Sissy over to try and stun lock him so that we don't do that. That very thing that you're about to do, Laringo, don't do that. Baba boy, you can't see me. Oh, he's actually blocking the way. Well, you know what? Laringo, make a dive. Don't! You hold your fire. He was barely interested in the cube. Okay. You know what, Sissy? Fire a stun grenade at him. That was not the correct target. You know what, Lefty, let's have you go outside. Lefty! Oh, you're stunned. That would be why. That would do it. You know what? All right, Sissy, you're trying your best, but let's just have you stop that. God dang, how long are you in this murderous rampage? Why is it not over by now? You barely cared about the thing. Fine, so be it. You know what? Okay, Sally really isn't going to be able to stun past this, so... Okay, Sissy, back up. Fire a stun. No, he stopped you. Okay, go for a stun. Jeez, her regen is crazy. Hit him again. How are you not out of it by now? Melee? Melee, leave him alone. God dang, chill out, bro. Okay. Now get the heck out of Melee. Oh, good. We've detected an invisible creature. Just what we needed right now. Are you done? You give up? Feel better? No? Yeah, that's all Sally's really going to be able to do. She's pretty much out of juice at this point. Alright, have you two found where this invisible thing is? I don't see any scratch marks, so I don't know what it is. No idea. I don't see any of those scratch marks, though, so I'm guessing it's not another Revenant. Okay, Sally, stun him one more time. Alright, that's it. Sally can't stun anymore, at least not without a big cooldown, so we're just gonna leave him be for the moment. Okay, well, I don't see anything. I'm guessing you can't just step next to stuff to reveal it. I'm sort of understanding that that might just be the case. Oh! I stand corrected! Never mind!
A twisted creature has appeared out of thin air!
Alright, both of you go attack it. Okay, Sally just about has another stun ready to go. So my goal is, if we can snap Kim the Bro out. Your colonists hear Sight Stealer shrieking in the distance. Oh, good. Oh, good. I'm so glad. By the way, I really like how this armor looks on Crimson. Are you just about done? Frickin' bro. Leave it be. The cube is dead. Whatever. Frickin' deal with it. I just don't get it. I think we're literally gonna have to kill him. I think my attempts to keep him alive have just been, like, for naught. Like, just sitting here stunning him over and over, like, yeah, it is preventing him from doing any damage, but... Berserk Rage has come to an end. You're not in immediate danger either. Oh my god. I don't know if that was just melee beating sense into him, or if that was like our extreme whatever you call it, just trying to keep him alive, but god dang. At the very least, we didn't lose Kim. If nothing else, we didn't lose him. He's probably gonna have bruises for, like, the rest of his life, but still, I would prefer that over having him be dead. We do have to worry about a bunch of ghosts showing up and trying to be a huge problem, too, which is gonna be great. Let's repair all our Mechenoids and prepare for that invasion.
A twisted creature has appeared out of nowhere.
Well, you guys chose the wrong time to attack, isn't that right? Melee, go capture our little ghoulish friend. Yeah, I don't know. He'll probably die before we get there. Let's move Kale into the room just so she's ready to go. Entity. Herbal. Okay, and you're tending to him right away. Here we go. You're getting medicine. Good, good, good. No! Oh, so close. Kale, you don't have medicine on you? Oh, if I had done regular medicine, she would have healed. Oh, god dang it. All right. That sucks. Almost. Almost. Well, those site stealers really weren't too big of a problem, were they? Yeah, the Moyos decided they wanted nothing to do with them. So, what I think I want to do is once... Aha! Skip abduction is almost done. I want to abduct someone, which... I know how that... Now, I know that sounds bad, but I want to do that. Anna, what are you doing with the shield? But yeah, I do want to go explore that ancient place, so, assuming everything goes correctly, I'm gonna wait for our weapons and armor, at the very least, our weapons and one more piece of armor to be crafted by Kim. And once it's ready, we're gonna go exploring. By the way, I said it earlier, but realized that you couldn't even see it. I really like how this armor looks on Crimson. I know, you know, black and white, wow, you know, so original. But it looks so nice. And honestly, the fact that most of our Mechenoids have the black and white color as well, it almost feels like it's like a colony sort of thing, you know what I mean? Where, like, all of our Mechenoids are primarily black and white. Our armor is primarily black and white. Like, I don't know, it feels very fitting. Kim is currently going to rest in the hospital. Okay, sounds fine. I'm almost thinking that I should make some kind of walkway here, but then our windmills would get in the way. Maybe we can afford to move the windmills. I'm sort of thinking we might want to do that. I don't know. The leathery stranger stares into space and speaks in a monotone, as though she hardly sees anyone or anything. She refuses to leave, insisting that she is only interested in your colony. She says that she can help. Well, I know how she can help too. I know how she can be real helpful. So, she's something called a leathery stranger, right? And this might be a little bit brutal, but, she has the ability to, like, come back to life. Yeah, death refusal. This person is infused with a seed of nanoscale archotech machines that can recreate life. After they die, they sustain their mind, and when they choose, rebuild their body. The flesh will rapidly reform, replacing missing organs and healing wounds. It's not perfect, and may cause complications. Also, she has a massive tumor, so, you know, that sucks. I feel ya. However, all I'm gonna say is...
Look, I know that this is a terrible thing to do. But trust me, it's for the best. You are going to be worth so much to us. If you truly want to help, then I am just the thing for you to do.
Skip abduction! We'll also summon Flesh Beast, because why not? Oh, Eva! Trust me, if you're able to revive yourself multiple times, you surely won't mind helping out our colony, right? After all, you said that is what you wanted to do. Yes, yes.
Whoa.
That is so cool. So you're sick for 24 hours. You do still have that tumor, which is not ideal. So, wow. Eva is just extraordinarily powerful? Hello? You know, if it wasn't for my distrust of the, what are they called? The visitors, the strangers, whatever they're called. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't just shove Eva into the ripcore scanner. However, the first one left, which was OG Bethany. The second one immediately tried to kill us. We turned away the third, and now this is the fourth. You know, you could argue that it's a bit of a waste to just kill her. And, you know, I'm honestly gonna agree with you, but because we were able to rip scan her once, guess what we get to do? Cipher, can you... Thank you. Now, Cipher. Oh. Eva has become overwhelmed with horrible visions, rambling about things that only she can see. Right. Granted, she did just get her brain ripped out, so I'm not really gonna blame her for freaking out. Like, I honestly... Fair enough, I think, is the only logical response to that. Fair enough. Now, I do want to expand our power system over to this light, because it's not currently. Let's do... You know what? That seems like such a waste. Okay, you know what? Actually, let's cancel that. We'll cancel that in a minute. Let's instead do bop, bop. Then we can connect it over here quite easily as well. So, not a complete waste, but...
Beware the dark. We summon things not of this world. Ooga baga booga booga. Behold the psychic ritual of darkness and the void. You shall become part of our new colony.
Okay, so once we have finished the process, the recruiting process, this is going to be Wrath once again. And I am quite excited to see how our new prison does. 60 bioferrite per use of that, though. Definitely going to get a little bit expensive. However, the moment this mech is ready to go, Cipher, his Mechenoids, Crimson, and I'm thinking Bethany will all go to that ancient complex, and we're just going to see what it's like, and then I think that'll be the end of the episode.
Why can't anything ever be simple?
Oh man, Diva looks scary. Oh my god. Not only is she wearing royal gear, she's got some kind of sniper. It's an assault rifle, but still. By the way, I did use Eva's die thing one more time. I'm not gonna use it again, just in case she does end up sticking around. I don't really trust the strangers, but at the same time, I mean, she has been nothing but helpful so far. We were able to rip scan her twice, and she really didn't complain very much. And she's also helping out with some of the animals that we randomly got, too. So it's like, you know, she's being really helpful. But, yeah. Now, I do think I want to get some... Where are they? I can't find it. Can you not make hay in... Oh, man, that sucks. Or am I just blind? Maybe I'm blind. No, I don't think you can make hay. Or is it just, like, too far? No, I guess not. So you can only plant hay grass. Interesting. Which is also the only thing that our yaks can eat, so that sucks. Not a whole lot we can do about that. Wrapping it back around, though, yeah, just in case Eva does decide to just be, like, nothing but an asset to us, I honestly think we should just calm down with the killing her thing. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. She still has 2 uses of her death refusal. And we also learned that, apparently, we can just coax the obelisk into duplicating people. Maybe we'll do that when, you know, we feel a little bit safer. However, boyos, we gotta deal with those. Cipher, you are up. So, escort. Let's get you outside. Anna, let's get you over here. Laringo, let's get you down here just in case. Oh, right. Kim is currently being scanned. Let's see. Melee, I want you down here. Crimson, I want you over here. Okay. Alright, that should be a somewhat good layout, assuming all things go to plan. There's only 5 of them, and only 1 of them has a gun. Now, Kim did just recover, or did just get out of the subcore thing, so we are just going to let him rest for the moment. Gestator is still hard at work, 1.3 days remaining. Alright, Anna, you're up. Go for the long shots. Long shots. Hit them hard, hit them fast. Well, you hit 2 shots. Very good start. Oh. Good stuff. Oh my goodness. Anna, you are killing it right now. Crimson, go help her. Okay, Laringo is getting ready for Diva. Oh, no. Okay, Laringo, you move up. Holy, Anna took so much damage from that hit. Oh my goodness. Okay, Crimson, keep him busy. Okay, Anna is down. Kale, you're nearby. Go rescue Anna. Oh, that new armor. That new armor on Crimson. Oh my goodness. That new armor on Crimson is doing great. We're going to have Righty and Lefty kind of cut them off as much as we can. Okay. Okay. Capture. Capture. We got some real potential here, boys. Righty and Lefty, you go ahead and do that. Laringo, go ahead and run Diva down. Oh no! That sucks. Wow, just flat out killed him too. God dang. Ugh. Well, the good thing is we've got multiple people that we can capture. They're not gonna die, are they? 3 hours? We can You know what? Hang on a minute.
We can make do. We can make do.
Anna, you were just pruning your gargoulian tree. What the heck are you doing way down here? Oof. God dang it. No. We're losing so many people. They're dropping like flies. Well. Hey. Nothing a little bit of interrogation won't fix. Just shove them into this room and frickin' get them better. And then melee. Let's see. And 12 hours? Okay. You know what? Kale? We'll make this work. 12 hours, that's... Let's see, we got from, like, over here all the way over here in 4. So, if we bring Anna back to her bed... You know what? We can make... Whoa, dude, we could make this work so much. No, not prisoners. Colonists, medical... Yeah. Well, it's not pretty, but we kept them alive. Okay. Good. Now, ideally, Kim and Sally are going to work on recruiting all 3. So assuming that everything goes correctly, we're gonna get Laringo back, we're gonna get Wrath back, and then, if anybody else feels like joining, we're gonna get them in. So, you know, it could be worse, right? Could be worse, definitely could be worse. Well, the good news is, at least we have the option to actually help people, or to recruit people now. Something I noticed, though. Let me see, where is it? Ah, yes. Anna lost her arm. A bruise. Yeah, we'll call it that. We'll call it a bruise, yeah. So, what we're gonna do is we are going to make a bionic arm. Yeah. God dang, that's expensive. Well, it'll be worth it. Better to have a bionic than to have nothing. So, for the moment, Anna is not going to be fighting. Okay, well, she's throwing a tantrum. Can't say I blame her. You know, I would be pretty upset too. But there is that. Well, when she's done breaking everything, we will come back over to that. Cipher, come get your new friend. Ahoy! The Polychoron is now in our ranks. It also has a colossal goddamn laser. So, here's what we're gonna do. Supposedly, it's only going to take us a single day to get to this brand new place. So, we're gonna send Cipher. We're gonna send his entourage of Mechenoids, excuse me, I have the hiccups. And we're also gonna send Crimson. Cipher and Crimson have some of our best armor that we have. The Mechenoids have improved by a lot. So, let's see, 3 days of food, but it'll technically only take 2 days. We take that. Okay, so, ideally, Crimson and Cipher find something of note when they get there. Crimson is still healing up, so that is something we're going to have to be careful about. But because we have so much firepower on our side and armor, I'm feeling pretty good about it. But for the moment, since this episode has just... Oh, Anna! Okay, good. You didn't break the shard inhibitor. That would have been a really, really bad one. Hi. But, you know, hey, because everything is now pretty good, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna build a paramedic with our last subcore. And I'm gonna do it on Sally. There we go. So, the reason I want a paramedic is because if there's ever a situation where Sally and Kale are both out of commission again, we need someone who is going to be able to heal us back up. Not to mention, it only takes a bandwidth cost of 1, which we can absolutely afford. And then something else I do want to do, it is going to be a bit expensive, so we're probably not going to do it right now. We've already been chewing through our components. I want to make a bunch of pristine assemblers, just because I want that passive income. But, yeah. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. And in the next one, hopefully, we actually have some of our people back. Laringo, Wrath, anybody new? I would also still like to make a ghoul at some point, but we still haven't encountered a single one, I don't think. Like, looking at the entity codex, yeah, legit. I think it's this one. Or it could be this one. I don't know. Either way, we have yet to experience one, so I don't know. Maybe Void Provocation? Actually, I just noticed that it said that. What does it do? Void Provocation. Attracting an entity which can be captured and studied. There's a chance you'll fall into a coma. Okay. So if we do that a couple times, and then we make our own ghoul, I think that'll be the play? I think. We'll see. Because I do want to mess around with some ghoul shenanigans. Trust me, we got plenty of food. Hello. Shadow from the future here. So, a little thing happened, right? So, there was a new DLC. It's been announced for a little while, but it actually came out as I was editing this video. So, Master Melee has done the extremely generous thing of gifting me that DLC, which I am extremely thankful for, but, as always, I want to remind you guys, if you ever want or plan to get me anything, please make sure that you are taken care of first. I'm not first priority, I'm not even 10th priority. You come first. Now, with that being said, we do have the DLC installed, and so starting next episode, we are going to be using it. However, I don't know if it's going to completely break the save. Most of our mods seem to have already been updated for 1.6, so what I'm going to try and do, because we're going from 1.5 in this episode to next episode 1.6, I'm gonna try and see if I can find any mods that are either updated variations of the ones that we have, or ones that basically do the same thing but are for the proper version. And if I can't do that, I'll figure it out. What I'm really worried about is I really don't want the colony to be completely bricked. So, in the next one, we're going to see what happens. If it is, then I will just do a quote-quote speed run catching up to where we currently are, if that's the case. Hopefully not, but we'll certainly see, because I'm pretty sure there's going to be a bunch of new stuff. But, I don't know. Maybe our colony will still work, maybe it won't. We'll find out. Either way, we'll get it handled, but I just wanted to let you guys know, just in case anything is super crazy different in the next one, and I'll also make it clear at the start of the next one as well. Back to past me for the outro. But, thank you guys so much for watching, hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.
are.